3. I thank my God upon every remembrance of you. Verse 4. Always in every prayer of mine for you or making requests with joy. Verse 5. For your fellowship in the gospel from the first day until now. Verse 6. Being confident of this very thing, that he which has begun a good work in you we perform it until the day of Jesus Christ. Verse 7. Even as it is need for me to think of this of you all, because I have you in my mind, inasmuch as both in my body and in the defense of and the culmination of the gospel. Ye all are partakers of my grace. Verse 8. My God is my record, how I long after you all in the bowels of Jesus Christ. Verse 9. And this I pray that your love may abound, yet more and more in knowledge and in all judgment. Verse 11. Verse 10. That I may approve things that are excellent, that I may be sincere and without offense till the day of Jesus Christ. Verse 11. Being filled with the fruits of righteousness, which are by Jesus Christ, also the glory and praise of God. Verse 12. But I would yet you understand, brethren, that the things which happen unto me have fallen out, rather unto the furtherance of the gospel. Verse 13. So that my bonds in Christ are manifest to speak their word in all palaces and in all places and in other places. Verse 14. And many of the brethren in the Lord that was confident by my bond are much more strong, I'm much more bold to speak the gospel without fear. Verse 14, verse 15. Some indeed speak Christ even heavy and strife, while some also of good will. Verse 16. The one who preached Christ of contention, not sincerely, supposing to add affliction to my bond. Verse 18. What then? Notwithstanding, every way, whether being in pretense or in truth, Christ has been preached. For therein I rejoice, here we rejoice. Verse 19. For I know that this shall turn to my salvation through your prayer and the Spirit of Jesus Christ. Verse 20. According to my earnest expectation, and my hope, that in nothing I shall be ashamed of, that in boldness as always. So now that, sorry, let me go to Philippians, Psalm 101, and it says, blessed are the undefined in the way, who walk in the way of the Lord. Verse 2, blessed are they that keep his testimony and are seeking with the whole heart. Verse 3, they also do no iniquity, they walk in his way. Verse 4, thou hast commanded us to keep his precepts diligently. Verse 6, all that are were directed to keep their statutes. Verse 7, I will praise thee with the uprightness of heart when I would have learned thy righteous judgment. Verse 8, I will keep their statutes, oh forsake me not utterly. Verse 9, wherewith shall a young man sin, by taking it yet so, according to their word. Verse 10, with my whole heart have I sought thee, oh let me know whether for thy commandment. Thy word have I hid in my heart, that I might not sin against thee. Blessed art thou, O Lord, teach me thy statutes. With my lip have I declared all the judgments of their mouth. I have rejoiced in the way of their testimony, as much as in all riches. I will meditate in their precepts, and I will have respect unto their ways. I will delight myself in their statutes, and I will have rest, and I will not forget their word. Verse 17. Deal God fully with their servants, that I may live and keep their word, their law. Word. Verse 19. I am a stranger in verse 18. Open down my eyes that I may behold one just walk out of their law. Verse 19. I am a stranger in the earth, if not their commandment Verse 20. My soul breaketh for the longing that he hath unto the judgment at all times. Verse 21. Verse 21. Thou hast rebuked the proud, which are caught, which do err from thy commandment. Verse 22. Verse 22. Verse 22. Remove from me reproach and contempt, for I have kept thy testimony. Verse 23. Princes also did sit and speak against me, but their servants did meditate in their statutes. Verse 24. Verse 24. Their testimony are also my counselors and my delight. Verse 25. My soul cleaveth unto dust. My soul cleaveth unto dust. Quickly down me according to their word. Verse 26. I have declared my way, and thou weddest me. Teach me thy statutes. Verse 29. Make me understand the way of their precepts. Make me understand the way of their precepts. So shall I talk of their wondrous work. Verse 20. Verse 28. Verse 29. No, verse 28. My soul melted for heaviness. My soul melted for heaviness. My soul melted for heaviness. Quickly down me according unto their word. Verse 30. Remove from me the way of lying. Remove from me the way of lying, and grant me thy law graciously. Verse 30. I have chosen the way of truth, that judgment abideth before me. Verse 31. I have stopped in thy commandment, and have stopped in thy testimony, for I have stopped in thy commandment, oh Lord, put me not to shame. Verse 32. I will run the way of thy commandment when thou shalt enlarge my heart. Verse 33. Teach me, O Lord, the way of thy statutes. Teach me, O Lord, the way of thy statutes, I shall keep it unto the end. Verse 34. Make me to go in the path of thy commandment, for therein do I delight. Verse 35. Incline my heart unto thy testimony, and not to covetousness. Verse 36. Turn away my eyes from beholding vanities. Turn away my eyes from beholding vanities, and quicken me in thy way. Verse 36. Verse 37. And he said, turn away my eyes from beholding vanities, and quicken down me in thy word. Verse 37. Turn away, establish thy word unto their servant. Establish thy word unto their servant. Establish their word unto their servant, who is devoted to their fear. Verse 30. Establish the word unto servant, who is devoted in their fear. Turn away from me reproach which I fear, for their judgments are good. Behold, I have longed after their precepts. Behold, I have longed after their precepts. Copy me in their righteousness. Verse 41. Let thy mercy come also unto me. And even their salvation. Let thy mercy come also unto me, O Lord. Even their salvation. Even their salvation, according to their word. Verse 42. So shall I have wherewith to answer him that reproacheth me, for I trust in their word. Shall I have wherewith to answer? So shall I have wherewith to answer him that trust in their word. So shall I keep their law continually forever and ever. So shall I walk at liberty. For I seek their precepts. I will delight myself in their testimony. Even before kings, I will not be ashamed. Verse 40. I will not be ashamed. My hands have I lifted up unto thee, unto their commandment, which I love. I will meditate in their statutes. Verse 40. I meditate in their statutes. Remember unto the word of the servant. Remember the word unto their servant. Remember the word unto the servant. For I have kept the precept. Verse 50. Verse 50. I have comfort in my affliction. I have comfort in my affliction. I have comfort in my affliction. And I have portion in my affliction. I have comfort in my affliction. I have a portion in my household, for I have kept their word. I have not comfort in their affliction. 9.